Welcome back to another deep dive into the world of the anomalous. Today, we're exploring SCP-4349, an anomalous infection that will leave you questioning everyone around you. SCP-4349 is a fungal infection that has baffled researchers and doctors alike. This is no ordinary infection. Infected individuals undergo dramatic transformations, leading to some rather unique situations. Due to the nature of SCP-4349, physical containment isn't possible. Instead, suspected cases are quarantined under the guise of a highly contagious but non-anomalous disease. Individuals are treated with an aggressive antifungal compound, known as Finley-15. Success in treatment may allow them to return to their lives. However, if they reach a certain stage of infection, they are taken into Foundation custody and reported as deceased. One such individual, referred to as SCP-4349-2A, remains in ongoing containment for observation. They are allowed basic comforts, but are strictly prohibited from performing any medical treatment outside of controlled testing. So, what makes SCP-4349 so unique? The infection is caused by a fungus classified as SCP-4349-1, which severely alters the host's brain, particularly in areas associated with memory and personality. Humans infected with SCP-4349-1 and who have reached at least Stage 3 are classified as SCP-4349-2. These individuals release spores that cause mild psychological effects in bystanders. The story of SCP-4349 begins with a mysterious individual known as POI-4349, who is believed to be either Patient Zero or the creator of SCP-4349. The infection first came to light when an investigation at a classified medical site uncovered a group of 3 imposter doctors who had been working there unquestioned for nearly a week. This led to the discovery of an entire hospital staffed by fictitious doctors in a remote town in Colorado. The progression of SCP-4349 is divided into 3 stages, with an additional intermittent state. Stage 1 lasts for 3 days after infection, with symptoms similar to a mild fungal infection, including severe headache, nausea, and photophobia. During this time, infected subjects often seek medical attention. Imagine waking up one morning with a pounding headache and nausea, thinking it's just a regular illness, only to realize later that something far more sinister is at play. Stage 2 spans the following 2 days. Symptoms appear to subside, and the infection seems to clear up naturally. At this stage, SCP-4349-1 can still be stopped with Finley-15, though with only a 30% success rate. It's a small window of hope, but for many, it's too little too late. Stage 3 occurs over the next 5 days. During this stage, the infected become increasingly dissociated from their previous identity and begin to exhibit qualities and mannerisms consistent with famous doctors from film or television. These individuals are now considered SCP-4349-2 and pose a biohazard. They believe themselves to be doctors, despite having no more medical knowledge than they did before infection. It's almost like a twisted version of method acting, where the infected fully embrace their new persona, right down to the stethoscope. SCP-4349-2 instances exhale spores that produce mild psychological effects, causing others to passively accept their presence and behavior. Even when the spores' effect is known, it requires Level 1 biohazard personal air filtration equipment to prevent this passive acceptance. This means that even seasoned professionals can fall under the influence, simply because these imposters feel like doctors. Stage 4, known as a diagnosis event, occurs every 7 to 14 days. During these events, SCP-4349-2 fixates on a particular patient, often running a variety of illogical tests and reading all available material on the patient's history. During this time, they forgo basic needs like food and sleep, and their spore exhalation increases significantly. Picture a doctor who never takes a break, obsessively poring over charts and tests, convinced they found the answer to a mysterious ailment. Once a diagnosis event reaches its climax, SCP-4349-2 experiences a breakthrough and claims to have found a cure for their patient. The outcomes of this are varied and fascinating. In 60% of cases, the treatment is unsuccessful, leading to the patient's death. SCP-4349-2 expresses deep remorse, blaming their inability to diagnose the patient quickly enough. It's a tragic scenario where the infected truly believe they could have saved the patient if only they had acted sooner. This remorseful behavior adds a layer of complexity to SCP-4349-2, making them more than just mindless drones. They are driven by a genuine, albeit misguided, desire to heal. However, in 40% of cases, the treatment miraculously cures the patient, regardless of the original ailment. This miraculous recovery is almost too good to be true, but it comes with a dark twist. These cured patients have an 85% chance of becoming infected with SCP-4349-1 themselves. It's a bittersweet victory where the joy of a cure is overshadowed by the looming threat of infection. Imagine the emotional roller coaster for these patients and their families, going from relief to horror in a matter of days. If SCP-4349-2 is prevented from providing treatment, they become hostile and may attempt to synthesize a similar compound or demand supplies from other patients. If restrained, they can become violent and manipulative. After 9 hours of withheld treatment, the patient's vital signs cease, leading to complete organ system shutdown. It's a dire situation where the infected's desperation to save the patient can lead to catastrophic results. This hostility and determination underscore the depth of their delusion and the lengths they are willing to go to fulfill their perceived duty. The origins of SCP-4349 remain shrouded in mystery. The initial discovery at the classified medical site led to a broader investigation that uncovered more instances of SCP-4349-2 operating in various medical facilities. Each discovery added new layers to the enigma, revealing how deeply the infection had infiltrated the medical community. This widespread presence suggests a level of organization and intent behind the infection, hinting at the shadowy figure known as POI 4349. The psychological effects of SCP-4349-1 spores are another fascinating aspect. These spores subtly influence those around the infected, causing them to accept the presence of SCP-4349-2 without question. This effect is so powerful that even trained professionals can be swayed, making it a formidable tool for the infection's spread. Imagine a hospital filled with imposter doctors, all going about their business as if they belong, while the real staff remain oblivious to the danger. To counter this, the Foundation employs Level 1 biohazard personal air filtration equipment and educates its staff about the spore's effects. However, the spore's insidious nature means that vigilance is crucial. Even a momentary lapse can lead to disastrous consequences. The containment procedures for SCP-4349 highlight the ongoing battle to understand and control this anomaly. Quarantining infected individuals under the guise of a contagious disease allows the Foundation to act without raising suspicion. The use of Finley-15 as a treatment offers a glimmer of hope, but its limited success rate underscores the challenge of combating SCP-4349. One of the most Intriguing aspects of SCP-4349 is the transformation of infected individuals into versions of famous fictional doctors. This phenomenon raises questions about the nature of identity and the power of fiction. SCP-4349 remains a mystery in many ways, a testament to the bizarre and often terrifying anomalies that exist in our world. As always, stay curious, stay safe, and remember, not everything is as it seems.